Okay, so I just give a quick introduction to everyone on YouTube. We'll do this in about 5 seconds.
Technology is a wonderful thing.
Right, good morning everyone on YouTube. So you're listening in to the first round of the Team UK Men versus Women Challenge 2020. The match we're going to stream for you this morning is Gaz Owen and Anna Clark, who should be appearing on Background Studio Heroes any minute now. And as soon as they're live, I'll hand you over to Chris Bray, who's very kindly agreed to come and commentate this match. Gaz, Anna, are you actually in the room yet? I can't see them.
Yeah, just waiting for Anna to pour her coffee. She's not logged on yet, but you're looking for Gastafari versus Backgammon.
Julia, can I ask you a question? So are you saying that our match is going to be streamed on Zoom with commentary?
Yes.
So I need definitely to be logged out.
Probably need to. You log out of Zoom, then that's fine. It's
just John's laptop won't connect to Zoom, so we just need to decide who's playing on what device. So okay.
Buy another laptop.
Well, we've got
better leave the room then. So
it's just in and out. All right.
Send me an invite when you're ready. Then Anna, I think we're going to play 2 minutes per point. Is that okay?
Anna P sent us what we have to play on. It's competition mode.
Okay.
Yeah, competition mode, and then I think it's tournament gives you an extra 2 seconds. You get 2 minutes, 12, and you get 12 seconds to roll.
It's like a standard face-to-face, isn't it, that one, I think?
Tournament clock means no pip count. I'd rather.
Oh no, we have to have pip count. I didn't realise that.
That's going to be really boring for the viewers. Wait for me to pip count.
So what is it then? Competition.
Tournament mode does have pip count. I've got pip count on mine, and I've been tournament mode.
Are you in competition now?
Competition mode, tournament clock, and I've got pip count.
Right.
Okay.
Let's bring my machine a bit nearer.
Okay, so Gaz, are you doing it or me?
Okay, I'll. Well,
Have
you're
you
not
got
ready
pip
yet.
count,
Yeah,
Gaz?
I'm all right, ready, yeah.
No, your flag says you're busy, so I can't invite you.
Oh God, I hate this. So, what do I do with that?
You said it was your preference, wasn't it?
No. I don't like
No,
the way
it's
that,
not Anna's preference. So you two can play on grid if you want.
It's fine. I quite like the way it works. What I don't like is the fact that somebody in the same room as you can see your blunders and talk to you about it. Which I think, but then I suppose anyone can live transcribe, I guess. So it's the same difference. Right, let me just find how I turn that off.
But don't forget, Anna, I'm a very kind commentator.
I won't be able to hear you.
Yeah, be nice
I know.
today, Chris.
Hey?
Be nice today.
I will.
So I go to looking for any match. No?
Yeah, I don't think the hints matter much because it's very rare that the position will give you a hint for the next roll.
You have a challenge.
Right, has that worked?
It says blank now.
Yeah, so does that do?
I'll just try. Hang on. Right. 13. Yeah, we've invited you.
Okay. Only 10 seconds though. That's not what we were told we were.
Pardon?
Anna showed it was 12 seconds and...
What does it say? I'll cancel it and start.
Are you in competition, and the clock should be tournament, but only if you can see the pip count.
I think it's a tournament clock is fine, Gaz. It's if you're in tournament... Right, oh no, right, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're in competition mode.
And which type of match?
Yeah, sorry, is it I can't see it because I'm not in it. Hang on, I'll have to find the...
Not tournament match then.
Competition match tournament clock.
It says competition format and then match type. Because one of the tournament ones is no pip count. I don't know if it's the clock or the match type.
Oh, okay. So we definitely want pip counts.
Okay, we'll try this.
Okay, Julia's screenshot is format competition, match type match,
Right.
clock tournament.
Match
Okay.
type competition, did you say?
Format competition, match
Yeah.
type match,
Yeah.
clock tournament.
Right.
Like it. Fantastic. Okay, so so now we need to log out of Zoom, Gaz, I think.
Okay, cheers. Good match.
See ya.
Hello.
Good match. I mean, good luck.
Yeah, that's a bit of a cackle. Right, leave meeting. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we have a board up. I will leave you in Chris's very capable hands, and I will see you later.
I'm going to phone Rachel.
Right, who is which colour, Julia?
So Gaz is black at the bottom of the board.
Oh, Julia,
Oh yeah, got it. Right, fine, yeah.
Julia, can you just send Rachel the link? She's just texted me. How do I communicate?
I've just mailed it to her.
Thank you.
Right.
Are we ready? Are we good? Right. Okay, they're going to be playing at speed here, aren't they? Oh, very quick play so far. So 13-point match. Gaz black at the bottom of the board, Anna and white at the top. 2-1 to play. I've got XG on an iPad running in the background, but I can only check 1 or 2 key moves as we go through this because the play will be too fast otherwise for me to commentate and track the match. Okay, 2-1 to play. Seems logical to save. Oh, hello. Hang on, what's the start position? It seems logical to play with 1 blot. Now, and it will probably make 2 points in a board. It doesn't seem to be anything better. Yeah. It's hard to see how making any of the other points is better than this. But as always, take your time. 4-6, so first cube question of the day. Bit count. Only 1 checker back. Oh, sorry, 1 checker back, but it can never anchor. There's a lot of gammons to be won here. I believe that's a correct double. The question is it a take? So there's only 8 pips in it. Looks reasonable. So Anna will make the 3-point. Yeah. now black needs to come in and probably play with only one blot. You really don't want a second blot in this scenario. Yeah, coming out looks correct. And Anna has missed. So she needs to keep the rear checker back as a guard. So it looks logical here to slot the 5 point by playing 13 to 5. Yeah. Now Gaz will want to safety his checker and go from there. So he can't safety the checker. So making the 4 point looks logical. Anna has missed again, not good. But now what's the race? So 17, yeah. So went ahead in the race. This looks again logical. So Gaz couldn't play safe, which gives him a 16-pip deficit, or he can play with more risk and pick and pass by doing this, which leaves only 10 return shots. Sorry. Okay. Both sides playing at pace. And again, Gaz can't go safe, but this time I think he's got to play as safe as he can. So if he plays 18 to 14, 6 to 4, that's any 2 and 7. So Anna misses again, should just drop the 2 checkers down from the midpoint. Make it as awkward as possible for Gaz to come back. So Gaz has tiptoed through a minefield from 3 or 4 rolls in this game. May be right. I think I would play 2 down and make it more awkward, keep the pressure on black here. Okay. This is going to be a safety play. Probably slot the 3 point with the 5. Again, I'm not sure I'd take the last spare checker off the midpoint there. I want to build a board in case I get a shot. Okay, so now we're in a classic holding game. After this, Gaz will be ahead. I would have looked at clearing the 10 point there. Close call. Anna's just waiting for a double. So 4 pips ahead, clearing the point. I'm not sure that's correct. I think you want to keep the pressure on. I would build the board. 4-2, and again, Anna needs to keep 1 spare 6, but she needs to be sensible about bearing the checkers into her board. Okay, double 1. Needs to at least make the 3 point with one of them, and then decide whether to play 10 to 9. The race is close here. So I would want to keep the pressure on. I'd play 4 to 3, 10 to 8, 6 to 5, possibly. Gives Anna a little bit of what the question is: do you want 1 exposed checker in the board or none? So this is very pure for the race, but it's now a 2 pip race, and anything with a 1 and without a 1 or a 2, Anna will be running. This is a difficult play. Double 1s nearly always generate difficult plays because there are so many options here. Okay, so fantastic roll, double 6. This is not going to be difficult to play. The rest of the game is basically a dice competition where Anna's got a massive advantage. Gaz will need at least 2 doubles to catch up, 3 doubles to catch up after that double 5. And this will wend its way to a single game win for Anna. She will lead 2-0. So if I read back down Studio Right, looking at the analysis on the right hand side, I think it might have thought that Anna's double was slightly premature. Can't go back to check that. So slowly but surely we will get there. If we could get rid of the friend request on the screen that's there at the moment, that would help. Okay. Gaz has caught up somewhat here, so whilst I haven't been looking. One big double makes it interesting. Still a big double makes it interesting. That is a big double. Wow. Oh, good number. Okay. So, Julia, if you can hear me, can we get rid of the friend request on the screen? Okay, Anna should take the ace point and hit for this 5-2. Okay. 2 checkers in, stops the cue. So, down. Probably split at the back with a 4. Can just make the 4 point, but making the 5 point looks better. Ahead in the race, not to activate the back checkers, put the pressure on while she's got a stronger home board. So I would be playing 24 to 26 to 5 here. It's a little passive, so this will make the bar point. It's better than running away, I think. If anyone knows how to get rid of that annoying friend request in the middle of the screen, could they communicate with one of the players, please? I can't see how many checkers are on the various points, which is rather critical to making decisions on the play. But Anna has not activated her back checkers because I can't see how many checkers are on the various points. It's difficult to make a judgment call. It looks like a 5 point making roll. Better to be pure and make the 5 points. Falafel's rule. If you can make the 5 point, make the 5 point and worry later about what else you could have done. Ah, splendid. See what's going on. Right. Okay, so now I think that Anna's may ultimately pay for not activating about checkers here because her forward position is now slightly compromised. She's going to have to go here. Sorry, ignore that remark. Ooh, good number. The 2 come up. 13 to 10, 6 to 3 looks very weak. I think. 1, 2. I want to swap the bar, but that could be wrong as well. This is going to be 2 down, 1 in, and 1 to the 3 point. Sorry, my commentary skills are pathetic this morning. Come up with 2, probably now in with 1 into the 3 point with 1. It looks to be a good distribution. I don't see the point leaving a blot here. Gaz does. Maybe the blocking of 6s is more important than the safety play here. Anna does have a 4-point board. I hope she's not thinking of doubling. Okay, so she's going to hit, probably come out with both checkers. So 21-17, 21-16, duplicate the 2 that Gaz needs to enter. And give Anna control of the outfield. So 5-1, 5-2, 2-1, 2-2 are the only hitting numbers. In with a 5, swap the 2 point. Oh, sorry. My reading skills are not good this one. Right, here we go. 2-6, good number. Making the 17 point. Okay, so hit. So this looks like swap the 4 point and in. Yeah. Okay. Anna still has a fair amount of work to do. She's got a 23 pip lead. Interesting cube and a perfect number to follow it. I'm not sure that the cube is correct, but we will see. 4-3. So okay, now Anna is trying to clear the checkers down. She can play 36, or she can clear the 17 point, leaving 9s, which is 5 shots. If she plays in, then you've got to worry about how you're going to clear the points next time. So this is fine, but then when you start rolling 6s next time, oops, still we go back. I prefer the small and the wrist now for the flexibility. Okay, it's like clearing the 14 point and coming down from the 13 points forced. Run away with 1, maintaining the point. Interestingly, I think if the cube was still in the middle, Anna would have a double and it would still be a take. If the 2 checkers on the 10 point were on the 9 point, it would actually be a pass. It's a reference position, I think, from Woolsey's encyclopedia. 5-3 is very awkward. Very awkward, so she's now going to clear the 6 point. Gaz wants to build his home board whilst maintaining the anchor. Giving a 5 shot now, I believe, is wrong. Okay, so Gaz just wants to build his home board and prepare to hit. The question is, do you slot with the 3? You're not guaranteed to get a shot next time. So you either use Goulding's maximum, put them where you want them, or you just play 13 to 8. Now, if he gets a shot and hits, there's no checker hanging loose on the ace point, but equally well, next time he may be able to build the ace point. So Anna's position is deteriorating. But again, if you leave a shot now, it's fundamentally curtains. Yeah. So should she clear the 10 point? No, too late. She's already done it. Interesting play of the 1 by Gaz. Difficult decision, but I think that is correct. What did I roll? 5-5. Right. So it's probably going to come down to a single shot game. Splitting at the back looks wrong. It allows pick and pass. You get double. Now you'd have to sit and do all the counting and work out how many double shots you get, how many single shots you get. This makes a lot of 3s and 5s good for Anna, whereas holding the anchor does not. I would sit and do it in a major tournament, which I guess this is. You would sit and count the shots, but I think he's going to end up playing 10 to 4 here. Because of the number of pick and pass rolls. Okay, so it's now going to end up being a single shot game. Gaz has missed, so he hasn't had the luck in the opening exchanges. Barring a remarkable sequence of events, this will be another single game win to Anna with the cube on 2. So given the speed they're playing at, it's actually difficult to analyse specific moves very quickly. That's just a fault of modern backgammon. You do have to play quite quickly. I used to play in the days when there weren't any clocks. I once missed a flight during somebody taking so long over a 5-point match, but those days are long gone. But it's worth taking time for the critical decisions. So there were a couple of very quick plays made in that game where potentially there were errors and blunders. Winning backgammon is all about avoiding blunders. So with a complex play, taking time. So third game, traditional opening, 5-1. Correct response is 13 to 8, 24 to 20. Yeah. This could be time for the double tiger, 8 to 5, 6 to 1. Just playing solidly and duplicating the 4s there. So Gaz will hit and come to the 11 point. Then I'll probably take the anchor and seek to play from there. So bar 22, 24, 22. Just in time. It's going to make the ace point 11 to 6 and 13 to 8. There's not a lot of choice there. Problem with an early double 5 in backgammon. So, what's the race? Anna playing for containment and keeping the rear checker as far back as possible. Gaz will run away with the 4-5. Anna will try to hit, which she does, and then she'll have to think about the one. So 23 to 22 looks wrong because still a long way behind in the race. She plays 8 to 7. It's still a builder. We'll put up the bar next time. This is the most aggressive play. Correct. So now she'll make the 5 point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So again, strong position, but 28 pips behind. So, or probably keep the builder on the 8 point on the far side of the board. So, two. Again, Gaz is not having the best of the dice rolls here. It looks like he's going to have to come down from the midpoint with all 3 checkers and then play 8 to 6 with the last one. And that's a perfect roll for Anna. Next 4 point. And then has to think about the other one. Probably 13 to 11 to split the builders to make the 8 point, but barring a very strong response from Gaz, something that it needs an ace here to survive. That is not going to work. So Anna is going to cube after this play. So there are a whole host of market losing sequences here, quite a number of gammons. I think Gaz has just given that one up. Is it too good? That's a question you should always ask yourself in match play. Okay. So Anna can come out with 4, which is fine. So there's no need to slot the back of the pawn necessarily, although 1-6 by Gaz would leave a return shot. This is quite difficult as to whether Anna should be playing on for the gammon. This is going to be 2 off the 6 point. It's getting ugly. So now she can play on for the gammon. But she's always got the cube in reserve here. So firstly decide what your strategy is. The key point on the board is the 8 point. This is just going to be a cash. I don't see Gaz taking this. Yeah. They're probably not quite good enough to play on, and given when you're leading 4-0 to 13 also, it's not like a money game. So you have to think about the cube coming back or not. So probably correct cash that game. So 6 to 4 with 2 of them. Hello. I think that's unnecessarily conservative if that's what she's going to play. I know she's leading 5-0, but I would definitely be making the 4 point here. Normally with double 2, you want to do 2 good things rather than 1 good thing. That looks to be correct. So you take cognizance of the fact that Black's made the bar point. Otherwise, normally you'd be playing 13 to 11 2, 6 to 4 2 here. I don't like this play. Okay, Gaz has gone for the split. 6-3, and it's going to hit with 13 to 4 on the grounds that there's nothing else. Ooh, good number. Hitting and making the 4 point. Okay. But Anna's play of the double 2 means she's in the game forever. So, given her lead, it'll be a long, long time before Gaz can actually get anywhere close to a double. So you can play very passively and play to the 20 point that you should probably hit here. The game structure is still undefined. But having said that, it would have been 14 pips behind. So again, just not enough time to analyse the roll fully. Bob Davies used to do a lecture about don't take a knife to a gunfight, which was perhaps a little bit what White did for that 3-2. Having said that Gaz will be nowhere near a cube, Anna doesn't roll well here. She was going to exceed the cube, but I think that's probably good enough to keep the cube at bay. 4's are duplicated for Gaz. It's very hard to see too many market losing sequences here. A couple of big doubles would do it. Okay, he's trailing 0-5 in the match, so he wants to try to apply a little bit of pressure. Never forget, you're playing backgammon against another human being and not against a machine, and human beings are prone to error. That doesn't look right. That looked like a take. Because Anna had the potential of second anchor, so she had a lot of game plans that she could have executed from there, and there were very few threats. I think it's O'Hagan's rule that says you have to have 25% marking losing sequences in order to double. So Gaz may have just had that, but I think that was a fairly easy take. 1, 2. Okay, so it's going to be clear to make the bar point. So Gaz is 4 pips ahead in the race, and there's really not a great deal better than, but it does give Anna a free shot, which she's missed. So this is going to become a bar point holding game. 3. Okay, 7 pips in it, Anna on roll, so it's pretty much an even game. Very little skill in this particular position. You just wait for a big double from either side to clear midpoint in Gaz's case, or the bar point in Anna's case. I think she should actually slot the 3 point there, but it's a minor technicality. Gaz will probably slot 2 points here. Ooh, sure about that. Again, I'd be starting points here. You want to discourage black from making a pay me now, pay me later play. But the equity difference is going to be very small in positions like this. So now it's a 1 pip race. Whoever rolls a big double will win the game in all likelihood. Now please start 2 points this time. I would be playing 8-5, 8-4 here. Don't like that play. Here I'm making this. Okay. I build as strong a board as possible, so I'd be playing 7-3, 11-9. Because at some point, Gaz may well have the option with a 5 something of coming up the midpoint. So you want as strong a board as possible to prevent him, or to discourage him from doing that. So Gaz obviously has a tactic of just getting his checkers home as quickly as possible. At some point, Anna will have to give up her midpoint. She can decide to do that now, or just swap the 2 point, which she's done. Now he's going to play 8-5, 8-4. No, he's not. Right. This gives Anna the option of running with 5s around the thing. So, not my style, but perfectly acceptable. She will now come off her midpoint. Okay, and 2 pips ahead in the race. As I said, very little skill to playing these positions. You're just waiting for the number. So she'll play knight 2 here, I think. Gaz has got 2 spare checkers he can play with, or he runs out of time. So this is not the time to clear the midpoint. Right. Don't give your opponent game-winning shot unless you've made them pay for it by turning the cube first, which has not happened in this case. Again, Anna should continue to play purely, just swap the 1 point fine. Gaz, I think, here will make the base point. Okay, he's playing it very purely. And again, there won't be much equity difference between the 2 plays. Anna probably needs to preserve a 6 here and play 8-7, 6-3. Otherwise, she'll be squeezed off the midpoint with all 6s next time. And the dreaded 6-1. Game-winning ace shot, potentially, missed. And again, Anna will probably still. So she's going. So you've got 2 choices. You can play for the pure board, which she has done. She could have played 6-1, 6-4, and preserved a good 6, which I think is the correct play. Now she's squeezed off the 6 point anyway. Now, okay, so Gaz has rolled 6. Can Anna roll 6 in reply? Which she can. So how do you play the 4? You play 18-14, leaving only double 6s and double coverage of the outfield. Gaz fans, that's the end of the game. Oh, okay, ignored. Good number. Now he's playing for a gammon. So he's got a free shot at the gammon, so he should take it. Technically, you can play on for the gammon here, but which he's doing. So Anna rolls a succession of 3 1s and 4 1s. Now he's going to cash because there's no gammon. Here comes QB, to quote McGreal. There you go. So Gaz is on the scoreboard. I believe that is 5-2. Next game. So if you're winning, you play the split opening move. If you're losing, you drop 2 down. Correct reply with 4-1. 3. And come out, duplicating 4s. So you take the anchor, or do you take the 4 point? So there's no real threat. So in an even race, Gaz is also behind, so you can place it complexity. So I think 6-4 is correct, and then probably 24-21. There is an argument for 23-20, putting pressure on the blot on the 11 point while you've got the better board. And it's differences like that can separate very good players from very, very good players. Yeah, this is. Okay. It looks logical. But I'm interested just to look at the equity difference on those 2 plays later. But it's paid off with a magnificent 5-6 from the bar and a magnificent return. So make the 5 point and think about the next one. Logical split so that if the outside checker is hit, you've got more anchoring rolls next time. Yeah. Gaz is ahead in the race, has a double shot, but that's a really lousy roll. He does not want particularly to have a second checker step back in this scenario, so playing safe looks to be correct. 2-1. So this is play A. Play B is 16-13 to maintain pressure, but again, Anna is winning, so making the advanced anchor looks logical. You can then effectively forget about everything else and play from there. this is pretty much forced. It's going to be 2 down. How many more she got? I think it's 11 to 6 for the last one. Yeah. Okay. So even race. 3-point holding game versus the rear checker. Kaz would love a 5. That's good. So I would not leave the random. Okay. So Anna is behind, so she can run away with 22 to 13, living duplicates 5s everywhere. And the alternative game plan is to attack the lone rear checker with 8 to 5. Which is, yeah, oh, hang on. 3-6, great escaping roll. And a poor roll to follow up, but the race is equal. Gaz's structure is not wonderful. We're a long way from the cube here at the moment. So again, Anna will build the home board. At some point, she's going to have to run one rear checker. Now is probably the time to run that single rear checker. Going to be fractionally ahead in the race. Black doesn't have an attack. So I think she could have gone there. Someone's typing furiously in the background. So I think she should take the opportunity here to run. But what's she going to do next time? Very well playing yeah. Now you've got a 2. You're ahead in the race, so you should race, and you've got 1 check to escape. Yeah, no, I think this is a blunder, basically. Of course, Gaz has rolled the 1 roll that makes that play a genius play. Okay, so now Anna's going to look for a chance to run one of the rear checkers. This is 2 off the 8-point choice, otherwise this is going to be a direct shot. Now she's got to go. Oh no, sorry, who rolled the double 5? Oh, Gaz rolled double 5 as well. So if she runs, she'll have 94 pips. And Gaz will have 94 pips. But again, if you do this, what are you going to do next time? It looks like running 22 to 11 would have been the more logical play. This is probably not the time to leave indirect, so this is 6 to 4, 2 to 1, looks right. Now she's going to go anyway. So the game plans are defined. Again, Gaz is 8 pips behind. So 8 to 2, 4 to 1. Ooh, hello. Can that be right? Is leaving a 10 shot for nothing and not strengthening the board for this play. Because then if the white checker remains there next time, you've got a bigger basis for an attack. I don't like that play. Alright, so this is now going to become a race. So Anna is 10 pips up in the race, make that 2. So two crossovers remain for Anna, 3 for Gaz. Anna's structure is okay. Gaz is still 12 pips behind here. The structure is not great because of the stackage on the 6 point and the weakness on the 5 point. Kent Goulding would say you can never have too many checkers on your 4 point and a bear off, so Gaz is good on that one. This is going to be 2 in, 4 off. Cube is still not coming from either side at the moment. That's 1 checker off. Well, 1 checker off each and a 1 pip race, with white having marginally the best structure, I would think. So you can decide which formula to use for races. I use a combination of Reichardt's formula and Trice, depending on the type of position. But it's important that you make allowances for gaps and stackage and barrels. Pure race count on its own is not enough. So Gaz was potentially facing a cube there, but has pulled out a good number with 6-5. Or 2, okay, 3 pip race. But 5s are going to hurt Gaz until he's cleared that 6 point, so there's a good example of that. Only 1 checker off. So again, Anna still has slightly the better structure, now a 7 pip read. A good number from Gaz. He has got an even number of checkers, but now he leads in the race, so this will not be a cube. But that's a good number from Anna. 6-2. Now this looks like a cube because Anna can afford to miss and Gaz can't. This is probably going to be... This looks like a pass, yeah. The structure that Gaz ended up with, he's now going to miss with any 2 in a 3-roll position, and that's enough to drive that comfortably into pass territory. Quickly putting this into XG, it would be a triple blunder to take this. So, unless this is a bluff just to put Anna off from cubing early next time or something, I don't see why Gaz would be taking very long about this decision. I'll wager you 99 to 1 he's going to pass this. That extra checker off here is absolutely crucial. And Anna's missing number 2 plays very efficiently, by the way, from 4 to 2, not that I think it's going to be relevant. Okay, I think he paused because someone was knocking at his door. Okay, we'll allow that. So 6-2 to Anna. Obviously, a reasonable shade of edge. according to match equity tables, if both players are equal in skill, Anna has a 70-30 to win the match from here. That's based on Janowski's formula, which is what I use for estimating match equities. Okay. So, sorry, I've missed the opening sequence in this game. Gas will need very little excuse to double at 3-6. So 23 pips ahead. Here comes the double. 2, 5, 6, 9 checkers in the attack zone. Okay. Right, so I didn't have time to analyse the double. It looks that both decisions were correct. Now, Gaz got a blitz going, so now here's a double tiger opportunity. Sorry, I thought it was 5-2, it's 5-1. Okie doke. So now there is no blitz because Anna is anchored on the 4-point. So both sides with a high anchor. Not quite a mutual holding game yet, there's more complications to come. 1-7-2 looks like, yeah, that looks like the 5. This looks like the 3. So I think this is not the time to give up the 21 point in favour of 6, 8, 10 checkers still in the attack zone. Keeping the anchor. Now continuing to roll relatively poorly. He's ahead in the race, so unfortunately he's probably just going to have to play 24-15 here. Every other 5 compromises his position. Yeah. So Anna holds the cube, which is very useful for her, but in games like this, are much more likely to be decided by a big double than anything else. Both sides will hold on to their anchors. Both sides will try to build a reasonable home board and then prepare to depart from the anchor. This looks correct. There's no point in giving return shots unnecessarily here. So the 5 comes in. The question is, does the 2 come out or swap the 3-point? Again, looks reasonable. White will just play 13-3 here. And let's see. And this will be a runaway play from Gaz, playing 20-11. So again, tactics are very clear in these positions. As I said, you're building your board, you're waiting for a big double or an anti-joker from your opponent that leaves you a shot. Double 4, not great. It's good for the race, it's poor for position. So the question is now, do you give up the midpoint, or do you play 8-4, 6-2, but then you've got 4 outside strip points? It just looks incredibly ugly. Backgammon moves. This gives Anna flexibility. Basically, she's waiting for another big double, so this, I believe, is correct. Gaz is going to make the 3-point. As will Anna make the 3-point. It's a question of who now runs out of time first. Yeah. So do you leave 8s or 9s? You leave 8s, it's actually only 4 hitting numbers. If you leave 9s, it's actually 5 hitting numbers in this variation. And you've got, yes, I think this is correct. Okay, so I don't know what we are waiting for. Maybe someone's knocking on Gaz's door again. Clock is running, so I'm thinking very long and hard about this. There are plays in backgammon where you want to take a long time, and plays where you don't. Okay, so it looks like it's frozen. Note from Gaz on the dialogue. So hopefully the players can clear up the problem. Just a note from the players in case you can't see it and are worried that heroes may have gone down, which is going to be very awkward if that's the case. We'll just have to wait and see. So please take a moment or two to relax. We'll see what happens in a moment. Okay, so I've been advised that we should go to a commercial break and we will try to restore the match as soon as we can. So now is an excellent time to stretch your legs, get coffee, and hopefully we will be back live as soon as we can.
Hi there. It looks like Heroes has crashed.
Right, okay.
So I've exited the match and gone back in, and there are no live matches showing, and John's match has crashed as well. So,
not good timing.
My match has crashed as well.
I mean, I guess if we at least the clock should be stopped if we've exited the matches. I hope.
Last time it took him about a day to get the new memory.
Ah.
Oh, look, I can see my PR on my mistake on your screen, Julia. Gaz is playing well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It doesn't look Gaz has come to Zoom, does it? Is it fair? Do I need to log out again, really? I can't see very much, I guess.
Very annoying.
So his clock's still running on your screen, Chris. I wonder.
Hang on, let's have a look.
Actually, it's not you, is it? It's Julia's screen.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, Gaz's clock is still running down.
So he does it. Should I?
He was on about.
Exit the match as well, then? Do you think?
He was on 19 minutes when this started.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've logged out now. I've exited.
Yeah.
It.
I think that we're not going to go by time. You know, no, we're not going to let anyone run out of time, are we? So.
What's the point of playing with a clock then?
No, what I mean is on grid gammon they're not on a clock. What I mean is we're not going to.
You're not going to forfeit anybody.
Crashed. If the site's crashed, we're not going to let anyone run out of time.
Well, the match will just stop, won't it, if someone runs out of time?
Yeah, we won't be able to continue.
You won't get the position back.
One of the most X chromosomes wins. It was Y chromosomes. So.
You should actually should make an.
It says my opponent's logged back in, so I'm going to go back in and see if it's running again.
I'll tell you what. I'll go out of heroes entirely and then try
Well,
that.
the other thing actually you can do is you just take a snap. I'll just take a snapshot of the screen, because what you can do then is, if you need to, you can recreate a position on Grid Gammon or something by putting this into a text file and importing it and stuff. So.
You might be able to do that, Chris. I might struggle. But I'm just going to log back into heroes and see what happens.
Right.
So is everybody playing on heroes having the same trouble then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to watch some other matches and I couldn't click in on them. But I'll have another go now and see what's going on.
How's it going generally with the as in the
Oh, we're
match?
doing very well. Everyone's
Ok, 47.
right. Last time I looked, the women were doing very well.
67. 7, H10,
I'm just going to go back to heroes and see if it's back up.
Doesn't look like it. The clock's still running down.
20.
I've got live matches showing now though, so
58.
have a look.
68, 78.
Yeah, Gavin's asking me to resume. I've clicked resume. It's not appearing yet. Connecting.
6. 30, 40, 46. 56, 58 e 12, 58, 68, 78 e 6, 84, 67.
Simo, I can hear you counting in Italian.
Steve, are you there?
It won't connect. Gaz is asking me to resume and it just says connecting and then hangs.
Steve, hi. Yeah, hi.
You go all the way out and go
I've
back
just
in.
invited you to resume. Have you not got that? Oh, okay. I guess it's. Yeah, everyone's down. Yeah. So I guess you need to just keep on trying to go back in. Okay, for me, just had your 5-1s still for you to play and you hadn't played it. I paused your clock because it was running down. Oh, well, on my side, it looked like yours was running down. Anyway, I've come out. I think when you come out, the clock stops. Yeah, okay. I'll come out and I'll try again in a couple of minutes. Sure. Yeah, I'm in it now. I think everyone's having problems.
Let's continue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back up.
Oh, I'm back up as well. Okay,
Excellent.
I'll leave this
okay,
meeting.
great.
I'll return to commentating then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the bar and it's my move. Yeah, we're sorted. Okay, cheers. Bye. Okay, I'm muting, guys.
Why does it say the match is over? For Anna's. Okay, situation is still not clear because it still says match is over on the screen, which obviously it isn't. I'm not quite sure what's happened to background studio here, the heroes. This is Chris. I'm just taking a 2-minute commercial break myself, and I hope things have improved by the time I return.
Hello, Julia. I don't think Julia's observing our match.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Chris. Are you fine? Is the commentary still on?
No, well, it's the screen has disappeared because it looked like the heroes had finished the match for you. It said match is over.
Oh no, it did resume after a little crash, but Julia stopped watching the match. So,
Oh,
are you watching it through her stream? I assume.
I was. I'll ping her through email. Hang on.
So we've started again. So I paused.
We've paused, but
All right, hang on.
I mean, Julia's not physically in her room by the look of it.
Have you got a number?
Oh, fuck.
Just if I know we can hear her
guys, just to let you know, Julia won her match against Tim.
Wow, there you go. Well done.
It doesn't look like Julia's in her office.
I mean, against
Woohoo!
Tim.
Go, Julia.
Julia won, yeah.
Has anyone got a phone number?
I've just tried to phone her because she's obviously, like, she won her match and then she's obviously gone and looked at her Zoom and is wondering what's going on. I tried to phone her, but there was no answer. So she won't know what's happened.
Yeah, can you ask her to start viewing our match again? If you get hold of her.
Yeah,
Oh, that she was making tea.
Julia.
A celebration tea.
Julia, can you hear me? Okay. Well done winning your match. We've had a problem while you were playing because studios crashed for a bit, but they've Gaz and Anna's match is now back on. So,
but Chris can't see your
I can't see the screen, so if you could resume watching.
There you go.
Hey, right. That's an interesting position then, ish.
Okay, so I need to leave this meeting again. Sorry.
You do, yeah.
Do you want me to give you a bit of time to go back through the last few plays, or?
No, it's fine.
Okay, all right, we'll stop playing.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. So we resume the match with Gaz in a very strong position. All he needs is a 4 or a 6 and potential gammon to tie the match up at 6-all. Play whenever you're ready, guys. Yeah, okay. Protecting against double 6. So with 2 checkers closed out, but no other checkers in the outfield, Gaz would be 40% to win a gammon. This is going to be around the 70% mark, I would think, for a gammon here. No real excitement until we get the potential for a shot or a gammon save. So Gaz doesn't want to roll an ace, which is rolled. That's the correct play. A couple of bad numbers now. That's not one of them. Now we're down to 6-1 and 5-1 as really bad numbers for Gaz. That's a great number. The question is, oh, hello. So now you can play for the backgammon. And that was not a joke. But now he's in danger of leaving a shot if Anna's still on the bar next time. So that makes it rather more interesting. Okay, so nearly all numbers leave a shot, but this could be a triple unless Anna hits the ace. That's a triple. That's a huge swing in this match. So Gaz takes the lead at 8 points to 6. Yeah. Incredible. Okay, so very different. Anna was 70% to win the match before that game. Gaz now leads 5 away, 7 away.
I'm still playing. I'm now 11-5 up. But,
so Gaz is about 63% to win from here.
But don't come in because you know.
Julia, could you mute everybody, please? Thank you. Okay, except me, obviously. Okay, so what have we got here? Double 5. This looks like and it will just run all the way around. Okay. So now that's a really good roll for Gaz, making the 5 point. So he's got a positional edge, but not a racing edge. Now he's got a positional edge as well. Wow. So there are lots of market. Anna's position is hugely compromised by, will be hugely compromised by that double six. So she not only now has to safety the checker on the 18 point, but she has to get the 4 checkers on the midpoint home. So Anna will come in on the 3 point and potentially, I think, play 6 to 5 because she needs to subsequently make the 4 point. If she plays 5 to 4, she's very hardly ever going to make the 4 point as well. Oops, have I missed something? What is this? Right. Okay. So this is a cue, but Anna's position, there's only 6 pips in this. He's got 4. Well, I think that was a take, but unfortunately didn't time to have a look at it. There were 11 checkers in the attack zone, but Anna had a 3 point board as well. Based on position race threat, I would have made that position a take. And also because she's behind in the match, you get huge equity owning cube when you are behind in the match. So your redoubles at very different points to money. Gaz will make the 9 point here. Yeah. So I think he got a free point there. I would have made the 9 point, but anyway. So this is an ugly roll. So I think Anna will play 1, 2 down, then 1 to the 3 point, and then hit. All right. She needs to take a tempo away from Gaz, which she done very successfully because Gaz rolled double 6. Notice if he'd made the 9 point last time, double 6 would have actually won the game for him because he'd have made both bar points and we'd be moving into the next game. Ooh, this looks 128, 23 pips ahead. There's nothing wrong with Gaz's position, so I can't see him dropping this. Anna's got a phenomenal amount of work to do to win the game from here. 3-1. She'll hit again with the 3. If you're going to play this purely, you play 24 to 23 and make it a pure double tiger. A double tiger play, for anyone not familiar with it, you hit 2 blots, but leave 2 blots of your own in your home board. So that's an ugly roll, very ugly roll. Just have to run away, duplicate 2s, head in the race so she can race. Yeah. I'd like to see that 3-1 play analysed in detail. It could have been right to leave both points slotted. Close call, I think. But now Gaz is back in the game here. What's happened here? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure. I thought Gaz still had one on. Okay, sorry, I misread the original position. So this is going to be 138, 135. So playing purely 4, 7, 10 checkers in the attack zone for Gaz. So I think Anna should have probably hit there to take the tempo away again. Now she is going to anchor with 24 to 22 and drop a checker down 13 to 9 to duplicate 4s. Can't see any other logical move here. This looks big. So it's certainly legal. Whatever she'd have played, she'd have been in trouble. So now Gaz can put 2 on the bar by playing 13 to 9 to 5 to 1 and 5 to 1. Hello, what's this? So that's play A. I look very seriously at putting 2 on the bar because a gammon with a cube on 2 wins the game for him, and Anna's structure is very weak. I think the passive, yeah, this looks to me far more logical. He owns the cube. As I said, a gammon with a cube on 2 wins the match for him. Now I'll hit again with the 6. And again, so 6. Now you can play 8-6, or you can play this big or little. He's elected to play it little, which has paid off. So Gaz could have been slightly more aggressive with his blitz attempt there, but again, there just wasn't enough time to analyse the difference in the various moves. If he made mistakes, I think they're only very small. This looks very logical. So we've now got an even race. 6, 5, 5. I think Gaz is just going to have to safety. He can play 13 to 7 and then play 6 to 1. Preserves a 6 for next time. Anna will make the ace point here, optimally distributing her checkers. Needs to have as strong a board as possible for when Gaz runs. I don't like this play. Now Gaz can run with the 6-3 if he wants to. So what's the race? He's 17 pips ahead. So this triplicates 2s. Now, if Anna had made her point last time, she would have had, actually she would not have hit with the 5-4 anyway. So now she's going to have to do this. So he's ahead in the race, so he can come out and leave. No, he can't. He needs to safety the checker on the 11 point. So I would just play 11 to 6 here. You can't afford to play with 2 blots, so you've got to safety the blot on the 11 point. You might as well put it in because the race is very close. It's going to be 13 pips up after the roll. Now, that's a great roll for Anna. She can pick and pass with the 3-1. She's not going to leave it slotted. It's way, way, way too big. Yeah. Good entering number. Probably slot the 3 point with the 2. If he's, I like 3 to 2, but there you go. So now 5, 8 pips would be 76. But yeah, I think you've got to play this big. That's a good number. So it can lift, definitely going to lift. The question is, do you play 6 to 5, 6 to 4, or do you play 5 to 2? 5 to 2 only leaves, you can just leave double 5 actually if she wants to, by playing 11 to 10. This is where the computer will find the best play. 5, 3 to 1. Okay, so now it's still a really close race. Big number for Gaz gives him an edge. Anna still has to clear the 11 point. So the other option is not to make the 11 point, but that blocks double 6, double 3, etc. So you can, given that he is behind in the race, he should probably stay as far back as possible. Another pick. Oh, it's hit and make. Now 5 for Gaz could win in the match. He's going to play 2 to 1 here. Must play 2 to 1, surely. You want a 5-point board. No choice, really. Yeah. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay. Yeah, hitting again would be wrong. But this is a great roll. Now, about 40% to win the gammon and the match. An argument for taking one off there, but it seems fair enough. Now Anna's really in very deep trouble here. Let me clear the 3 point. So, and the trouble is worsening. So she's going to need a double of some sort to get off the gammon here. Now Gaz needs to bear one off here, I think. Play 3 off 3 to 1. Because that leaves him an even number of checkers. So he's got very little chance of losing from here. It requires quite a sequence. Here's the start of the sequence. There's an argument there for hitting with the 1, but I think this was right because it left an even number of checkers. So that's probably Anna's survival roll. Sorry, excuse me, I would guess. So he's thinking of doubling, but doesn't. Now the gammon is still back on. I think we'll roll a big double or a hitting number. And the 5 is, oh gosh. All right, do you want to leave? Okay. That's a huge number. That's a terrible miss. So this is going to be right on the edge for 2. So Anna needs, that's a great number. So 5 numbers win a gammon. Otherwise, we're going to the next game. Oh, wow. End of match. Congratulations to Gaz, who, according to Heroes, has just performed at 1.99 World Championship level. So, in fairness to him, probably deserved to win the match for that sort of PR. So, well played to him. Well played to both players. And we'll move on to the next round, which is probably at 3 o'clock, I believe. Thank you for listening. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you all soon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chris. So, yeah, you say the next round will be around 3 o'clock. There'll be a draw about a quarter of an hour before that. And we have Simon Bargett commentating on that round.
There you go. I shall be playing a European Champions Cup match on grid gammon. So,
yeah, well, best of luck with that.
Thank you. Right, good luck to everybody for the rest of it. And hope it goes well. Right, I'm going to exit. So good luck, everybody. Thanks, Julia, for inviting me.
And for those on YouTube, we will see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to send if someone downloads the match, I'd quite like to have a look at it at some point, if that's possible. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. We'll collect them up and send them to you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll get Anna to send it. So that's fine.
So let's pop that up. So
Right, bye for now.
Bye for now.